G'day guys, welcome to Rumbles Fish Room. So, I've got a bit of a dirt moustache. I just went for a motorbike ride. I can't do it in the hot weather. It got to 9 o'clock in the morning and I packed up. Basically, today was the coolest day of these holidays that I've had. So, I've been waiting for a cool day. I checked the weather when I was down there. It was only 26, quite high humidity, and I'm in my motorbike gear. I felt like it was 40 degrees. But anyway, I got my singlet on now. I'm in the air conditioning, and I've got to really get some shit done on the house. Yesterday I went fishing, so it was a whole day written off. And then also I've been jumping on my computer playing a game called Anno 1800. If anybody on here plays it, I'm keen to look for somebody to play with. I've just been playing single player. But anyway, so my point being, let's get shit done. So my plan here is I'm going to start draining this fish tank with the discus in. I didn't end up buying any new discus, guys. I went fishing yesterday and I just didn't have time. And Carlos having a sale, so people were buying off him, so I'd rather wait until he gets his next shipment in and pick from the best and just pay that little bit extra than go there and get the end of the sale, because the sale obviously would have had more people in the morning. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a good thing I didn't get more discus because we need to move the tank again. The medium might cycle again, it might not. I don't think it will. We're only turning the filters off for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. One thing, when I recorded the other video, the video the other day of me moving the tank, for some reason I edited it and then afterwards I thought about it. I didn't actually include the hyperlapse of me and Ange moving the tank. So you'll notice, like, if you watched the video, it went from like me draining the tank and then the next scene was the tank full of water again. There's actually a clip missing from that video. I thought about deleting the upload, re-editing it and re-uploading, but it already had like 100 views on it by the time I realized. So sorry about that, guys. While we're on the path of apologies, sorry guys, I forgot to post a members video again. Not very smart. My brain doesn't work sometimes, but maybe we'll do 2 members prizes in the raffle just to make up for that missing video. I think that's what I'll do. And that raffle, it might be this Friday. I say maybe because I might push it back. It's I should be right to go live on New Year's Day. So one interesting thing about New Year's, it's going to be my first New Year's Day not hungover in like 15 years. That's crazy because I'm not drinking tonight. But yeah, so that means, yeah, this upload's going up today because I'm not a day ahead now. So yeah, tonight I'm not drinking. But anyway, I'm going to start moving the tank. This video might actually be a little bit more about the house than the fish. You guys have seen me move the tank. I will include a hyperlapse of me moving the tank by myself, but because you missed out on that hyperlapse last time. Alright guys, filling back up. So hopefully I remembered to put the hyperlapse in this one. We'll see. I'm not very good at recording on 2 platforms and then making a video. I forget. But anyway, so I drained it to the point the discus were like pretty much just chilling on their sides a little bit. I honestly don't know what's more stressful, taking them out and putting them in a bucket or making them sit like kind of diagonally. But they're all still alive, so we'll just leave it at that. I don't know why they insist on hanging out where the water flow is at the minute. Maybe they think that's a good idea. But anyway, hopefully they'll survive. I really hope I don't lose any, but it's just is what it is. I had to move the tank. I wanted it to line up with that line on the tiles, which meant I had to push the tank back pretty far, because I tried, like what I had before is this side was kicked in. Oh, that disc is not happy. Oh no, it's alright. Last time I had this kicked in hard up against the wall, and then the other side was kicked out far enough for power leads to drop down, but we don't have that luxury this time. Oh shit, I've got to put this leg in. I'll be back. Sometimes I have OCD, sometimes I don't, and this time I really do, guys. Can you see where the center screw on the light is and where the center joint on the plinth is? It's like 30 mil out. It was all to fit that pot plant in. It was a request of my wife, so I'm happy to put the pot plant in. It used to be center of the wall, so that gap and that gap were the same, but I think it would be cool with a pot plant there. I've got an idea for a plant that I want to put in there. I'm thinking about taking that one out and putting something else in there, but we just have to. I might jump on Gumtree and see if I can find one. I can get the plant that I want from Bunnings, but it'll be small. I want to try to find a bigger one. I'm pretty sure you guys know which plant I'm talking about. Suggested a lot in the comments, and I think here would be a good place for it. I could just make like a little, I just keep a little hose in the cupboard and just like do a siphon to water it. But anyway. So I'm going to fill this up and then I'll show you my next task. My next task is really depressing. It's kind of like this, an OCD kind of thing, but I did an epic fail on the tiles and I'm going to live up to it and I'm going to show it on the channel because we all make mistakes. Alright guys, here we go. It's time to show you. So if you look on this side, there's like a 4mm gap there, which is bigger than the normal gap. And if you look on this side, there's no gap. That's because the packer must have fallen out of there and I must have knocked it. The problem is when I tiled the hallway, there was a row here which was dry, so I was like climbing over here to jump into the bedroom. And basically, also, this tile is really raised here, so but those two factors is what's leading me to break the tile. But I've never done this before. Maybe if I shut this door, won't make the bathroom dirty. But we're going to do it together. I'm worried that this is going to be easy, because if this is easy, it's going to open a window to me lifting a few tiles. But basically my plan is I'm going to tile the whole house, and if I have a few boxes left over, I think I might lift like 5 or 6 tiles and retile them. I don't know whether I'm being silly or whether it's worth it. I guess at the end of the day I can make the choice at the end of this. I've definitely been checking out people's tiles when I visit their house, and to be honest, my tiling seems better than half the tiling I've seen in other people's houses. So I don't know if I'm just overreacting, thinking that I need to rip some up. But anyway, let's give this a go. This is not as easy as I was expecting. If you guys chill there. P.S. I still need to get that new tripod. You got no microphone facing me either. Let's try to put it in. We're just having a bad time, guys. We're having a bad time. Alright, so it's live action really. I could edit that out, but we're in this together. And also I went to pick up a chisel with the hammer and I've just sat down and I had a screwdriver in my hand. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I definitely think the chisel is necessary. Alright, round 2. Alright, so this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Turns out I glued them down pretty well. If you're a tiler, you're probably looking at me like, oh my god, I can't believe he's doing that. And if you're not a tiler, you're probably still looking at me like, oh my god, I can't believe he's doing that. Alright, one good big piece, that's good. Here we go. Oh, that was actually a lot harder than I was expecting. The glue's lifted off the concrete, which worries me a little bit. It's not the... Oh, that lifted that. Alright guys, so I pretty much just made the decision. We're not going to be ripping out other tiles in the future. I'm guessing I should have cleaned the grout out before I did this. I've lifted that one. This is actually bad. Oh, that went a bit better. Alright, sweet. I lifted that tile, but I didn't break it. So I can save that tile. That one there's slightly lifted, but not as bad as the other one. Might just try to get some glue under it. Alright guys, so in this episode we learnt we do not rip up a tile because it's a little bit raised. It turned into a 3-tile affair. That one lifted, so I can save that one. If I really need to, I'll grind it, but I doubt that I'll need to. That's the one that we wanted to replace, and I chipped that one in the process. So taking this one out, I actually got the diamond blade and I cut the grout out before I lifted it. Definitely made the difference. Alright guys, I had a hell of a time. So I replaced those 3, and then cutting those there was a bit of a pain because I've got the table saw which cuts straight, but it chips out quite a lot. So it was just, I ended up doing it by hand with the hand grinder and doing it 3 times. I did along there, and I was going to tile the whole linen cupboard because I know if I didn't tile it now, I'll probably never get back to it. But I didn't tile the linen cupboard, so that's going to be a bad time. But I didn't have enough glue. I only mixed up a little bit of glue, and then I tiled up to my door. So when I've got the door shut, it looks finished. So you might be wondering why I'm like so persistent on getting tiled up to the doors like that. It's actually because I'm having family Christmas in like 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks from now, and I just want the house to look finished when I've got visitors, you know. Anyway guys, Happy New Year's. I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key upset that I haven't had one single day just relaxed. I've had 2 weeks holiday, and today's Thursday, and it's just dawned on me today that I never had one day just to myself. But I guess it is what it is. Christmas holiday for me is always a working holiday. I'm always doing something on the house, and I guess I signed up for it. I bought the worst house in the street, and I got this house crazy cheap. So the fact that like even without inflation, I've probably gained $100,000 on my house. I guess I can't complain. And no, that's not an exaggeration. I've had it valued before the floors, and it was $80,000 higher than what I paid for it. So no doubt with floors it'll be even more. But I've probably spent $60,000 on the house, so it is a win, but it's not huge. And also I've done everything myself, every single thing. The only thing that I haven't done myself is the electrical, and the electrical my brother-in-law has done for free, so huge shout outs to him. Heaps of you seem to think that when I say my brother-in-law is doing it for me, is like code for me doing it myself. But I promise you, my brother-in-law really is an electrician. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Happy New Year's. And if you want to subscribe, hit that little red button, and peace out.